Welcome to A Fork in Time, the alternate history podcast.
Welcome back to A Fork in Time, the alternate history podcast. Don sitting in the host chair today. Just wanted to take a couple of minutes to give a brief update to our listeners about what's been going on. As I'm sure you've noticed, we haven't released any new episodes either of A Fork in Time or The Room Where It Happened for about a month now. And the reason for that is this thing called life has gotten in the way of this thing that we enjoy called the podcast, but obviously takes a much lower precedence in terms of importance. Without going into all the detail, we had a pretty traumatic event involving a family member, a health issue that resulted in an extended hospitalization, and I'm happy to say and happy to report that with answered prayer, that person has come through that event fairly well, all things considered, and is in the process of recovering now, but it's going to be a slow and long recovery process. And so as a result, being engaged as we believe we properly should have been in the support of the needs of that situation, haven't had time to record episodes or even to reach out and coordinate with our wonderful team of folks that are now contributors here to the podcast. So while we apologize for being gone for a month, we know what the priorities are in life, and we believe we've taken the right priorities and made sure that we've had the right priorities over the last month plus. Happy to say that things have stabilized enough now that we think we can get back in the swing of recording episodes on a regular basis. And of course, we have the support of the team that you've come to know that's now part of the podcast that goes beyond Alexis and myself, in the form of Eric Rush, Eric Bond, Chris Coppola, Robert Koshu, many of the others that you've met along the way here, you're going to hear on some of the episodes that we're about to release, as well as we've been able to resume and get some recordings going. So we missed about a month. It was a very hectic, busy, stressful month. And if you're believers, we certainly covet your prayers and covet your thoughts as we continue to work through this process moving forward and the recovery of the family member that was impacted. So we just ask you now to bear with us. We thank you for your loyalty. We thank you for being a listener. If you were new to the podcast, maybe this was a chance for you to go back and pick up past episodes. If you've been with us for a while, hopefully you're happy to have us back, and we're happy to be back and be back to the point that we can do this and feel like we're being responsible in terms of what we're doing. So to catch up, we did a dual recording session. So you're going to hear a couple of episodes here, episodes 143 and episodes 144. Interesting note is we recorded them in a different sequence than what we're releasing them in. So if that gets a little bit confusing, and we knew we were recording out of sequence as we were doing it, so hopefully you're able to follow along with some of the references that are made there, knowing what we've either already recorded or we're about to record, just giving a little insight to what's going on behind the scenes there. And particularly we're releasing those episodes now as sort of a dual release to sort of get caught back up on giving you some A Fork in Time. And we're already getting lined out and scheduled for the May recording of The Room Where It Happened, and sort of getting things back to a sense of normalcy. Again, we appreciate your prayers and your thoughts, and we just thank you again for being part of our community here at A Fork in Time and The Room Where It Happened. Take care, and talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to A Fork in Time, the alternate history podcast. Learn more and provide feedback by visiting our website at www.aforkintimepodcast.com. Connect to us on Facebook at facebook.com/aforkintime, or follow us on Twitter at AFIT Podcast. If you want to support the show financially, visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/aforkintime. We hope you will join us next time.